If y'all are following me on my Rain in Real Time channel, in the live stream that I did on February 4th, 2022, I actually ended off when I was talking about Jimmy Clyburn, and then I mentioned Eric Adams, who was this guy right here. He's the mayor of New York. And this guy came out of his mouth and actually said that he is the Biden of Brooklyn. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and listen to this clip.
This is a great city, and I'm the Biden of Brooklyn. And I love the fact that the president is coming here. I met with him after the campaign, and we spoke, and we just connected, you know. And I'm sure if you were to ask him what is his favorite mayor, he'll clearly tell you it's Eric. You know, we just, you know, we just, you know, just really like each other. And he's coming here because when I met with him, and you'll like this, Marsha. When I met with him, I told him that we stop terrorism by combining our city, state, and federal agencies. And when we felt that it was terror we had to stop, why didn't we do it with the terror that's playing out on our streets every day? Hundreds of people being shot in Chicago. Hundreds are being shot in Atlanta, Detroit, New York. Why aren't we combining our resources to stop?
So y'all just heard that right there. He said it like literally within the first couple of seconds of the clip, where he says that he is like the Joe Biden, or the Biden of Brooklyn. And then he said if you would ask if you was asked Joe Biden who his favorite mayor is, he most likely would say that it's me. To the people who live in Brooklyn, hear me when I say this. To the black people in particular, the fact that this guy came out of his mouth and said this, y'all should be very, very concerned. Because we know the history that Joe Biden has when it comes to black people with that 1994 crime bill. But think about this. This guy's literally like a combination of Joe Biden and Giuliani. The reason why I say that is because when he says Biden of Brooklyn, we know how Biden feels when it comes to black people. But with Giuliani, when he was the mayor of New York back in the early 90s, he was the one that had the stop and frisk. And how ironic, because the 1994 crime bill and stop and frisk both happened in the same year, which was 1994. So you had black people getting hemmed up on a federal and state level. And now you have this guy right here who's trying, in my opinion, to bring stop and frisk back. And notice at the end of the locations he mentioned, New York, Baltimore, Atlanta, Chicago being the first one he mentioned all the cities where it's a lot of black people, and that was not by accident. He meant that. I'm telling to the black people who live in New York via Brooklyn, y'all need to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to this guy. And I'm going to be honest. I highly doubt that it was many black people who voted for Eric Adams. Because like I've said before, I said it on my live stream and I'm going to say it here. I said it on Twitter as well. A lot of these black figureheads who get elected, quote unquote, a lot of the times they aren't even put in office or voted in by black people as a majority. Sure, granted, there are some black people that vote for them, but not in the high numbers that people think just because they're black. I think a lot of black people are waking up and learning the lessons of old past voting ways. But it's a lot of people who are in other groups that are voting them in because they know they can get something out of them while at the detriment of us and the betterment of themselves. That's just my take on it. But I just thought it was interesting because a lot of people didn't know that he said this. I had to tell them that, and that's why I'm coming on here to make the video so more people can become aware of what he said. That way it's not like I'm making this up. You heard it from his mouth. He said he is the Biden of Brooklyn. That's all I have to say about that. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you are new, make sure that you hit that notification bell and have it set to all so you can be notified every time I upload a new video or go live.